I want you to know Denise Formisano is the head of a great organization. I was able to go by the organization a couple of weeks ago and see face to face what they do. It is absolutely remarkable the impact her and her organization they are having on people with Parkinson's and MS, but specifically I watched the Parkinson's patients in combine physical exercise and cognitive exercise at the same time. And the impact, I talked to some of their, I'm going to tell you your whole story right here, but I talked to a couple of their people that were there, and they've had remarkable success. And so it's a powerful story. I'm thrilled that she's here. Please come and talk to us. She's got a Madonna mic on, by the way, so you want to sit there or you want to do this? Okay, all right. Denise Formisano.
Thank you. Thanks for the introduction and the opportunity to explain to you more about LDBF exercise and wellness, its history, its growth, its programs and services, and the populations we serve. Joining me today is Paul Delgado, the founder of the organization, and Alex Gomez, one of our trainers, who's going to give a demonstration at the end. Paul, would you like to start about the history of LDBF?
Good morning, everyone. Good to be here. Thanks, John, for allowing us the opportunity. And I'm going to go ahead and start off. Livimento Delgado Boxing Foundation. The L. The L is first. The L means a lot to me. L was my mentor. My mentor met me at the age of 12 and taught me all about life. He was more than a father, more than a coach, and we named him Pops. He was Pops in the community. And let me give you guys a quick, interesting story how we met. The first time we met, he was working a regular job, and then he would come to the North End Community Center. One of his boys started boxing with me. I was there a little bit sooner. And in the midst of him coming to the gym after work and watching us train, he realized that we were being trained by someone that wasn't qualified to train us. And so he went to the city and did some background check and then realized that this guy was served some time for being a pedophile. And he immediately stepped in and came back to the gym the next day and said, you gotta go. And you're not gonna work with these kids. And he took over the program, and that was the foundation of where we are today. And the man meant a lot to me, and that's why I had that desire to want to keep his legacy alive, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be here today. Not only that, he gave me the opportunity to not only become a professional, but become a business owner, because he guided me through those steps. And that's the L in LDBF. Delgado, of course, I had an opportunity to fight for the world title. I was an Intercontinental Champion for the IBF, was ranked as high as number 9 in the world, won multiple New England Golden Glove titles, as well as Junior Olympic titles as well. And the B for boxing, in 2010, Larry Kahn and Ellie, this couple here, they came over to the gym, and he had recently been diagnosed in 2010 with Parkinson's. He was doing some research and he realized that there was some synergy between boxing and Parkinson's. At that point, he came over to the gym, to my gym in 2012, and then he started working out with me one-on-one, and then we realized he started feeling that his symptoms were getting better. His tremors were subsiding after a workout. His wife saw his mood improved, and then he decided, Paul, I think we got something here. I think we need to open it up to the whole Parkinson's community. And that's when we launched in early 2013. We launched a foundation, and in our first class, we had 18 participants in the first class. And today we where we offer many classes throughout the week, and we'll get into that shortly. But that's the foundation of the LDBF organization. And the next slide here. This here is our mission. Our mission is the Conquering Movement Challenges. The original mission of the LDBF Boxing for Parkinson's was to use research-proven vigorous exercise in the form of non-contact boxing adapted to limitation and special needs of people with Parkinson's disease. Slowing disease progression, that's our goal. Our goal is to make sure that our clients and boxers are living their best life. now, not tomorrow, but now. Lessening the symptoms and severity, enhancing safety, prolonging independence, encouraging socialization, promoting physical, emotional, cognitive well-being. And to go on, we'll go on to the next, and I'm gonna let Denise touch on this next slide here.
So my personal story is I was diagnosed in 2014 with multiple sclerosis and in 2015 with Parkinson's. So I have 2 progressive neurological diseases. But I consider myself really lucky because my neurologist told me about boxing, about Delgado boxing when I was diagnosed. I left his office and went immediately to the boxing gym and started the next day. So I had no time for anything other than to improve. And 2 weeks ago I had an MRI, and it was a very extensive one, and I show absolutely no progression since my diagnosis in 2014. So I am the epitome of what exercise can do for a neurological disease. And because of what Paul did for me in my life, I'm dedicated to the cause and became chairman 3 years ago. And I'm a visionary, so I said, okay, if this can do this for me, then I want to open this up and expand it to other populations. So since September last year, you can see the picture of our new wellness center in Sandy Springs, 6,300 square feet. So we took it from a boxing program. We now serve 4 populations. Parkinson's, young onset Parkinson's, which is people diagnosed younger than 55 years old. Multiple sclerosis, we're working with the Multiple Sclerosis Center of Atlanta. And our new program for veterans, which John is very excited about, because we want to help as many people as we can in the Atlanta community, as well as we've helped people in the past. So as Paul said, we now offer classes on-site and virtual, 6 days a week, 150 classes a month for 4 populations. And that's all since September of this year. So these are our programs: Boxing for Parkinson's, MS Exercise and Wellness, Young Onset Mentoring, and the Veterans Exercise and Wellness. In addition, now that we're a wellness center, we offer physical therapy, neurology, speech therapy, music therapy, dance therapy, massage therapy, nutritional counseling, and every month we have educational workshops open to the community. So these are the 4 opportunities to participate in our program: on-site at our new wellness center, virtually on Zoom, at your facility, which Paul will explain a little later. And also we have an affiliate certification course for anybody who wants to use our methodology and teach our classes at their own facilities.
So we call that Train the Trainers. And we currently have, is it
25.
25 satellite locations that teach our methodology. Next.
So the importance of exercise, putting it very simply, what we do improves physical, emotional, and as John said, including cognitive symptoms. Exercise is important, healthy living for everyone. It's critical for people with multiple sclerosis and Parkinson's. Historically, it was considered adjunctive or helpful, but now it's considered a critical part in the treatment to help improve both your brain and your body function. Aside from taking medications on time, exercise is the single most important activity to manage movement challenges and lead the best possible life.
I like to say one thing on that point. If we don't use it, we'll lose it.
Exactly.
That's very important.
So exercise, everybody knows that Parkinson's is the loss of dopamine. Exercise creates enhanced dopamine transmissions. So by doing something to make your body healthier, you're also making your brain healthier. Multiple sclerosis is another neurological progressive disease where the brain nerve cells in the brain and the spinal column are damaged, disrupted. What's interesting is the exercise for MS and Parkinson's are completely the opposite. MS is low to moderate intensity, frequent breaks due to heat intolerance and fatigue levels, whereas Parkinson's is the other extreme. It's vigorous, very aggressive exercising. So our trainers had to learn the differences and modifications in order to properly train the different populations. Both promote neuroplasticity, which is the ability of the brain to create new pathways through growth, reorganization, strengthening, and repair. And then the research shows all those different effects that improve with exercise. More effective use of dopamine, growth of new blood vessels, improved use of energy for a better metabolism, increased release of special hormones that strengthen the connections known as synapses, reduce potentially harmful effects of the immune system, and of course, the most important, promoting the growth of new brain cells. We're a goal-based exercise program, which means we target our symptoms. We don't just do random exercises, they're specifically for MS and Parkinson's. Very important is we're a community-based group exercise programs. Approximately 60% of Americans older than 65 do not achieve recommended daily amounts of physical activity. This is even reduced even further with MS and PD. We have peer reinforcement. We really promote the camaraderie and the social aspect of our program. We are truly a family. Our people benefit from the environment where caregivers can network, gain enormous support, share information and experiences, which leads to better exercise regime adherence. And it's also a very cost-effective way, group exercise. We charge very low rates for our programs. And then the social part of it. The Parkinson's Foundation Outcomes Project shows that mood, depression, and anxiety have greatest impact on health, even more so than motor impairments. The Parkinson's Outcome Project also promotes the fact of starting exercising earlier. Like I was very lucky that my doctor recommended it and I started right away, but not everybody's that lucky. Many of our members go years without even starting to exercise. So it's very important that neurologists and people like you promote it with your patients and tell them how important it is and how it can change their life. I mean, we're very lucky. There's not many other diseases that you can actually slow or stop the progression just by simply exercising. The recommendation is 2.5 hours a week. We, of course, recommend more. The more you do, the better you are. In 2019, before COVID, I did 276 classes in 1 year. Considering we're closed on Sundays, that's practically every day of the week. Why boxing? That's you, Paul.
Yeah. Boxing is the most effective workout for proper movement challenges associated with Parkinson, designed to pack a punch. But it's non-contact. That's non-contact, that is. Boxing naturally incorporates elements of exercise, goal setting, endurance, and training. Boxing incorporates elements of benefits. Most people wonder why boxing. Some people think that boxing causes neurological problems, which it does. It did it to me. But, but at the end of the day, it also heals. It's helped me tremendously, helped my symptoms. I have Parkinsonism on my right side of my body. I was diagnosed in 2017 with CTE. I'm sure most of y'all heard it. I got hit with an illegal blow to the back of the head, and I suffer with Parkinsonism on my right side of my body, so I understand the symptoms, how it feels to wake up in the morning and put your right foot on the floor and not feel that numb feeling. I got that numb feeling all the time, so I constantly got to exercise and work on my symptoms. So that's the advantages of boxing. You constantly have to tell your body to do something it's not used to doing, so that's why I'm constantly trying to come up with new workouts or routines to help myself and the rest of the organization as well, to help with the symptoms of the PD. And of course, exercising and boxing improves the balance and the agility, reduce falls and freezing of gaits, improve flexibility and range of motion, improve posture and breathing, improve endurance and strength, improved reaction time, improved quality of sleep, promotes camaraderie and community. It's like a family. Everybody knows everybody. And typically after class, nobody leaves. Everybody wants to hang around and talk, chat. So it's really a community, a family-based community. Better cognitive processing, working memory, decision-making, attention, and concentration. Reduces symptoms of soft voice disorders, prolongs independence. Parkinson's program classes. sustainable exercise, non-contact boxing, circuit training, aerobic conditioning. Our classes are never the same. We try to switch them up as often as possible. Of course, you don't want to be repetition with any kind of exercise, no matter whether you're dealing with a neurological condition or just dealing with old age. As we get older, sometimes our bodies doesn't respond as quick as it does for someone that's a lot younger. So we have to constantly change and force yourself to do something and get out of the comfort zone and do something totally different. And that's what we do. We try to keep it very different and keep it constantly changing with the routines. Yoga and meditation is another class that we offer. Physical optimization, speech therapy, and we're soon adding dance therapy and music therapy as well to our program. Next program here is the MS Exercise Wellness Program.
So that's similar, the same type of classes.
Of course, it's less intense with MS. It's less intense, less vigorous. PD, on the other hand, is more vigorous exercise. Here we got the YOPD mentoring program. This is our new program we just launched. Basically, what we do is we assign a mentee, someone who just recently got diagnosed, overcame that depression, overcame their own fears of being diagnosed. When you first get diagnosed with any condition, your first thought is life is over. But having that peer that we pair you up with that's already gone through that process will help you get across that finish line a little faster. And that's what we do with the YOPD mentoring program. And here we have the YOPD exercise classes. Our exercise classes for the YOPD takes...
Could you repeat what YOPD stands for?
Okay, Young Onset Parkinson Disease. That's what YOPD stands for. And we meet on Mondays and Wednesdays, 6 to 7, and that's for the working class who just recently got diagnosed. They still work, and some of them don't want their jobs to even know they're diagnosed, so we try to keep them away from any photos and things of that nature. So they come into the class from 6 to 7, but I also allow the regular population to join that class as well. So it's a general class for the general population, so that means you, and you, and you, all of you can come to that class as well, all right? And here we've got the Veterans Exercise and Wellness Program.
So it's a restorative program designed as a therapeutic outlet which provides exercise, social interacting, and a sense of community. Our lead trainer has 12 years as a captain in the Army training them in boxing, who'll be running the program. And our lead massage therapist also did 2 tours in Afghanistan, who has a training background, nutritional counseling, who's going to be helping us spearhead that program. Our lead trainer, who was the captain in the Army, also got blown up in Afghanistan, spent 18 months in rehabilitation, vestibular, learning how to walk again. So he's the perfect person to teach people, veterans who have movement disorders and balance issues. So we're very lucky and we're very excited about launching this program next month for the community. So we have 3 different classes. Most exciting is this slide. The Wellness Center. Oops. Hello? Okay. The Wellness Center is allowing us to add physical therapy and neurology on-site at our premises. The best part of being the chairman is to have the opportunity to our 200 members to talk to them and say, what's your biggest obstacle in coming for the classes? And everybody says, I have doctor's appointments, I have to go to the neurologist, physical therapy, it's all time consuming. So the concept of the Wellness Center was to have everything under one roof, which has been amazing. So what we practice is the philosophy of continuum of care. And that's the ongoing relationship between the neurologist, the therapist, and the exercise professional. And it's an ongoing relationship. So in other words, when you get diagnosed, the first thing that your doctor should do, besides giving you a prescription, is to recommend which therapy is appropriate, be it physical, speech, or occupational. After you go to those and create the baseline, the next thing would be to start an exercise program. So it's a back and forth relationship. We closely observe all of our members, and whenever we see that they need any kind of special service, we recommend they either go to the neurologist or back to a therapist to help give them the best opportunity for overall health and well-being. So come August 1st, we will have 2 full-time physical therapists on the premises, and we have 2 part-time neurologists who are joining. One is for memory, a neurologist, and one is for Multiple Sclerosis Center of Atlanta. So we're so excited about the addition to our team, August 1st, for that to happen. And Paul's going to go through the different therapies that we offer.
These are the different types of therapies we offer. One of them is music therapy. Our trainer there, Jeff, he's a veteran as well. He's also a musician, multitasker. Drumming works the rhythm and timing and sense of the brain. So that's the class, that's typical class working on doing some drumming there, led by, and I'm gonna dance therapy and the tango. This is a slow, this little example of a tango dance at the gym.
So this is our level 3-4 class, which on the Hoehn-Yahr scale are people with more advanced symptoms, and each one of these people walked in the door using a rollator that day. And with the assistance of the Mercer students and Dr. Tooney from Mercer, look at them doing the tango. These are people who could barely walk in the door. Isn't that amazing? And they get so excited because we're giving them challenges and accomplishments of things they normally wouldn't be able to do, and it makes them so proud and have hope. So it's such a great feeling, especially with our 3-4 members. Speech therapy.
Speech therapy exercise address the following common problems: voice projections, articulation, swallowing, breathing, posture, and cognition. Massage therapy, another service that we offer. Massage therapy is used to manage health conditions, enhance wellness. It involves manipulating the soft tissues of the body and adjunct and rehabilitative therapies. Reduces pain, anxiety for people with chronic illness. Nutritional counseling. We also offer nutritional counseling. We have a nutritionist that comes in, I think every 2 or 3 months. During our workshop. We have workshops on our website. We'll have different workshops that we offer our members as well in the community, and those are free of charge. Specialty programs, LDBF will come to you. This is something that we just launched, so not only can you come on site, but we can also go to your facility, either myself or our trainer Alex. If you've got a facility and you want us to go host a class once a week, twice a week, we're currently working with Peachtree Hills Senior Center, and we're looking to be able to go to other senior centers as well and offer some of our classes for those who can't come to our facility.
So we might be teaching Johnny Isaacson how to box. Yeah. It's very exciting.
And we also, like Denise was saying earlier, the affiliate certification program, we also offer the coach the trainer, and that's offered 2 days a week. And we have that, we have one coming up in August, that's 16-hour course, and then after this particular 2-day course, you'll get a certification, you'll be certified to be able to work with Parkinson clients and MS as well. Educational workshop. We offer educational workshop available for members and caregivers, friends and families of the community. Workshops are both on-site and virtual, so you don't have to come into the gym. You could check out our schedule on ldbfexerciseandwellness.org. We have a full schedule with all of our workshops here to come in the next couple of months. So over the next couple of months, we've got a few: July, August, and September.
So we can share the link with you if that's relative to your community, and you can log on. We have some amazing topics. Oh, now we get to see some visuals.
This is one of our fighters at the gym. I call them fighters.
Step, double jab. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
So that's great for eye-hand coordination, understanding distance, range of motion. It's just a great drill, and our boxers love doing the hand mitts with the coaches. This is Jeff going over some synchronized movement. Short video.
1, 1, 2. Then left. 1, 1, 2. Then back. 1.
Believe it or not,
1,
that simple
2,
movement
and
requires a
right.
lot of brain.
1, 1, 2.
Constantly have to tell these outer extremities what to do, whether it's your arms or your legs. Constant communication. The brain is a muscle, we gotta use it.
So this next slide is Larry Kahn. He's the one who was diagnosed in 2010. And this is 11 years later. Look at how well he functions.
Physical optimization, another one of our classes we offer. Stretching. That's physical optimization, balance, stretching, core strengthening, posture, improved gait, utilizes big fluid movements. So this class is not a boxing class, but it's an overall wellness type of a class. It's a big movements. We work on stretch, flexibility, a lot of these other components of your physical activity. And yoga and meditation, Mark is one of our instructors. He does the yoga classes. We also offer yoga classes for our members as well. Pose stretching, increased flexibility, improves range of motion, improves joint mobilization. And that's Kitty, that's one of our volunteers, but also a physical therapist. Sustainable exercise, planks, improve core strength and endurance. That's our typical class. That right there is a YOPD class, actually, in the evenings. And they're doing some planks right now. Alex is leading the class here. Oh, sorry about that. Sustainable exercise. Double end bags, improve hand-eye coordination, reaction time. And that's a picture of Alex working with one of our fighters here. That bag is a very difficult bag to hit. It doesn't sit still. It really makes you have to use that coordination. It's on 2 rubber bands. And sustainable exercise, speed bags, improve hand-eye coordination, reaction timing. One of our boxers here working the speed bag. Fall recovery practice. The objective is to protect the head and the body while practicing a safe means of recovery prior to a real fall situation.
Fall is probably the biggest fear of most of our members, so we practice it not only with the members but the caregivers also. So it's a preventative service. Oh.
Here, we're just having a little fun at the end of our 3-4 class. I'll show you guys a little clip here. Playing with the balloons, passing balloons around, using the noodle sticks.
We're very lucky. We're part of the programs of Emory, GSU, and Mercer University. So they send us their physical therapists to help with our 3-4 class. So that one-on-one attention really provides great service. And this is our contact information. And next, Paul and Alex would like to give you a little demonstration of what we do.
Y'all ready? All right. Ready, Alex?
What do y'all think so far?
Thank you.
So you're gonna be able to see Alex. You're gonna see some of his punching abilities, but also his brain ability. I'm gonna make him think a little bit. All right. So you give me a jab. Step back. Jab. Jab. See, I'm making him move his feet. back. He's going backwards. We make our clients go backwards. That's in order to catch yourself. If you ever fall, if you feel like you're about to lose your balance or fall, just take that step back. So boxing has a great application for just life in general. So here I'm gonna go 1, 2, slip to the right, step to the right side, another 2, all right? So you lose the balance on himself, you do the right hand. So the same application applies to everyday life. So everyone, roll under it.
So they don't baby us. It's really vigorous.
So that's just a little taste of what we do. That's real boxing. So we work with them as if they're real fighters. I treat them as fighters. We don't treat them any differently. And that's the one thing that separates us from the other gyms. There are other gyms out there that do it, but they don't do it like they ought to do it. They treat them differently. We don't treat them any different than I would treat a fighter like himself or any other fighter that walks off the streets. We train them, we push them, and we expect the most out of them every single day in the gym. And
We're just trying to change lives one punch at a time.
Exactly.
thank you all.
Thank you.
Any questions? We can.
Our youngest member is 38. Our oldest is 93.
I would say that this would be really good for prevention at any age. Do you
Absolutely.
people that are not diagnosed?
Yes, we do.
Absolutely. When you say prevention, I like to tell parents this whenever they bring their child into a gym. When they want them to do boxing, I say you're giving your child a tool, the most valuable tool you could ever give him. He'll learn how to defend himself, he won't get bullied, and he'll have a valuable tool in that toolbox. It's there whenever he needs it. Of course, we don't promote violence, we don't promote fighting, but I think every child should know how to protect themselves. My boys don't box, I don't let them box, but they know how to protect themselves. Any other questions?
Where do you get most of your funding?
Donations, majority donations.
Yeah.
We do charge a membership fee, but very, very small fee. We make it very easy so everyone can participate. Yeah.
You said
Right,
you had
what is the difference? I'm sorry.
that's okay. You said you had some satellite locations?
Yes,
Yes.
we do. It's on the website.
It's on our website.
We have 6 YMCAs that have our program, and then we have a variety of other locations. We're going international next month, actually. We have somebody in Israel who is our ex-chairman who's going to have 2 locations. We have somebody in Portugal, Australia, and Italy. So we're very excited. Also, the MSCA, who we're partnering with, the Multiple Sclerosis Center of Atlanta, wants to duplicate our program throughout Atlanta. So we're excited about that new partnership.
Pam.
Hey, Paul, is this something that you could actually go in and teach at the senior living community?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I need you to repeat the question because we're recording this. I want to make sure that we know what's being asked, okay? No, you repeat the question. Paul.
Yes, our program is something that we could duplicate and bring into any senior living facility. Absolutely can. And we'll also advise that senior facility management team. We'll let them know what equipment is needed or what they have. You know, if there's anything that we may need to bring in, we'll bring it in as well.
Can I ask a question? When you do this 16-hour, 2-day training, really 2 questions. Is the majority of the need for people with Parkinson's or people with MS? That's one question. The second question is, I know there has to be a difference of intensity. Otherwise, is the training the same? And does a trainer, the certified trainer, really understand the difference between how to deal with the Parkinson's versus MS?
Good question. With the difference between PD and MS, for the PD, of course, like we said earlier, the intensity level is a lot higher, but we definitely let those being trained know up front and during those training courses that you don't treat them the same. You have to modify. Everything is modified for MS, where with PD, it's all out. all-out boxing for 2-minute rounds, 3-minute rounds, set the timer for whatever you want. Whereas for MS, we'd have the timer set for 1-minute only rounds.
But otherwise, it's similar training.
Similar
Similar
training,
training.
yes, similar, just intensity level a lot lower. Go.
What about with the Parkinson's and some of the cognitive decline? Are there levels of classes that would?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. Yes, good question. We have a level 1-2 class, and then we have a level 3-4. 3-4 are grouped together, and the 1-2 are grouped together as well. Because the 3-4 typically needs assistance, and that's why we have Emory students, immersive students. Those are students that are studying to be physical therapists. They come in and volunteer on the weekends and Wednesdays. They help us out with those classes. We have to pair them one-on-one with an assistant coach. Their fall risk, or they lose their balance, their gait issues there. So we make sure they have an assistant coach with them at all times with the gait belt.
We integrate cognitive exercises into every one of our classes, even yoga and meditation and optimization. We do exercises, and also speech therapy. We'll do voice projection, exercises, math space. So we every class level. If you notice on the bags too, they're numbered now, because a lot of the people with the cognitive, it's much easier if we give them that opportunity to punch the bags with the numbers visually, so they can dual task still. So we just started doing that recently. A lot of, after COVID too, we saw a lot of decline in our members, so we're doing a lot of focus on the cognitive issues. What's great about the virtual program too, we introduced that 2 weeks after we closed in March last year, but we're continuing with it because it's so successful. So we're able to re-engage some of the people who could no longer come, which is fabulous, either because of disease progression or transportation issues or being too far away. So we've re-engaged a lot of new members that way too, which has been great.
Go.
How far south would you all come to do a class that you were talking about going into senior center?
Correct.
Or a senior living area? How far south would you go?
Yeah, we'll go as far south as we have to. Yeah, very flexible. We're very flexible. Yeah.
We actually have somebody in Stockbridge, one of our affiliates too, which we can talk about.
Yeah, definitely talk to us. If you have any interest, then we could definitely try to accommodate. Okay? Anyone else?
Across the street from the Benson Center.
Cross Street. Yeah, in the Wellness Center there.
Yeah, we're very blessed. The owner of the property's brother has Parkinson, so he built us a 6,300 square foot spectacular state-of-the-art facility because of his personal relationship with the Parkinsons. So we're very blessed.
So what do you think?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I wondered if you all might think it'd be worth our organization providing a donation to this organization. What do you think about that?
Thank you.
Not today.
That's okay.
Thank you so much, both of you.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate what you do. And you are changing lives, and it's really, really great to be just associated with it in some way.